Hello guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Ash, and today's adventure we are going to Bruny Island. Bruny Island's a little island just south of Hobart here in Tasmania. We're actually catching the ferry from Kettering, which is a small little village, and to get there you have to take this. We've got our vehicle on here, we're all ready for a new adventure. Okay, before we go on with this video though, I have to preface my lip. We've been down here for a while, the cold temperatures haven't been nice to me. Unfortunately, I have forgotten to put pawpaw and lip balm on quite a few times, so this poor little guy is suffering, so please excuse it for the rest of the video. It's quite painful and it's quite annoying. Official welcome to Bruny Island. Right now we've actually driven 1 hour south of where the ferry does drop you off with the car, and we are at Bruny Island Lighthouse. Built in 1836 and completed in 1838, this convict-built lighthouse is actually Australia's second oldest still standing lighthouse to date. The area behind me is the South Bruny Island area, and it is absolutely stunning. Especially at this time of year, tourist season's low, and it is just amazing. We couldn't have picked a more perfect day for weather, and I'm so glad that we came down here. Now, our plan for the rest of the day was to go from south, heading back up north towards the ferry terminal. The ferry did cost us $42 return to take the car here, so do bear that in mind if you are coming, in addition to national park passes, so you can access all of these amazing locations. And there's wild daffodils. I've never seen a wild daffodil before, so very pretty. Next stop on our little explore of Bruny Island is actually the South Bruny Island National Park here in Cloudy Bay. It's a beautiful just little inlet. There's a few people swimming, a bit too cold for me, but we're actually hoping that we can see some seals because apparently there's some around this end of Bruny Island, so fingers crossed. So, next stop on our little Bruny Island adventure is actually the Bruny Island Cheese Co. Very excited for this one. Cheese has a near and dear place in my heart. Okay, so we've just gone to the Bruny Island Cheese Co, and we actually did get some cheeses. We did a cheese tasting and we actually learned quite a bit. So the first one is the raw milk. Now all cheeses have to be pasteurized, have the milk pasteurized before they actually turn into cheese. And the only way you can have a raw milk, so a non-pasteurized cheese, is actually by having a license. And these guys at the Bruny Island Cheese Co actually are the only ones in Australia that have the license to do so. So we grabbed one of those because it's actually quite unique. So it's that raw milk. That's the first one that we got. The second one that we got, it's called the Jerry, and it's a garlic and chive kind of softer cheese. So we got that one too. And then we also got, oh, there goes Jerry. And then we also got the Mark. So the Mark is actually a semi-hard cheese, and it has Pinot Noir grape skins on the outside. So all these black things is a Pinot Noir grape. So the grapes that they use to make wine, well, Pinot Noir, and they've been pressed into the outside that actually then infused into the cheese's flavour. So I've never seen that, so really keen to try some of those. We also got some quince paste and some Tasmanian crisp breads, so gonna enjoy these. Our last pit stop of the day was to Bruny Island Honey. This is just down the road from Bruny Island Cheese Co, and we had to make this stop. We ended up picking up some of the local honeycomb here to pair with the cheeses we had just brought, and oh my goodness, I can really recommend this place. Don't go at closing though, you feel too rushed to see all of the amazing produce here on offer. They also offer a few diagrams for you to actually see how the honey is made in the hive itself and the life cycle of the bee, which is really, really cool to understand the animals and just understand how amazing the whole process is. So we've come to our final stop on our little Bruny Island day trip, and that's actually the Neck Lookout. We actually wanted to come here just before sunset and just before you have to get the ferry home, because we're hopeful that there's going to be little penguins. They're not really meant to come till dark, which isn't until 6 p.m, but you can never be too hopeful. So see? So this is actually a little penguin rookery over the other side of this. So these little guys, fairy penguins, come out to play at night. And if you ever do encounter them, don't use regular torches. Just like the glowworms, use red light. It really, really, they'll appreciate you for it. So we're begrudgingly admitting defeat. We're not going to see the penguins. It's way too early, as you can see behind me. Like nightfall, the sun is meant to set for another, I think, 20 or 30 minutes, and nightfall won't come truly until about an hour after that. So in order to actually make the ferry that we want to back to the actual Tasmanian island, we're going to leave now, but it just means that there's plenty left to explore at a different date. I hope you guys have enjoyed just this little video of Bruny Island. There is so much to see and do here, and we definitely did not cover even a quarter of what you could do. So lots to come and see and do here in the future, so hopefully I'll be back, but hope you guys enjoyed, and we're going to head back to the ferry. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!